Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to explore whether Dogecoin can be a top 3 crypto. That's right, a top 3. It's already in the top 10, been there for quite a while, but could it move up to number 3? And also, what happened yesterday with this flash crash? Why did Bitcoin, Doge, and all the cryptos suddenly do this huge dip, but then coming right back up? So we're going to explore all of that. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of this, and give the video a like as well. Always appreciate that support. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do that as well. Always appreciate that support as well. So Dogecoin is an OG proof of work cryptocurrency. That's right. It goes back to 2013 and has its own blockchain. So it is a legitimate cryptocurrency. It's not like one of these tokens built on something else. It goes on its own. Dogecoin doing just fine as it is. So all of this talk about Doge being this meme and going to go to zero, it has shown staying power, and it has a huge family of support, great community, a lot of people coming into Doge still, a lot of new Dogecoin holders. And for many, Dogecoin was the first cryptocurrency they ever bought. So it's an on-ramp into the crypto world for a lot of people who then can find out about Bitcoin and Ethereum and others as they expand their crypto holdings. But I know there's a lot of you that only hold Doge and nothing else. So there's still a lot of that around as well. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the news and the charts, see what happened with this flash crash, and then we'll talk about Doge. Top 3 cryptocurrency? Let's see. So we'll start with the current trading of Dogecoin. Here is Dogecoin just over 8 cents. That's right, 8-cent trading for Doge, and here's Bitcoin at 29,642. So Doge, here's what happened yesterday. Doge was up here at like 8.25 cents, and then the big drop actually dropped just below this 7.6 cent support line that I have that goes a way back, and then traded back up from there. So where is Doge trading right now? Well, it's the same place essentially that it was yesterday, before, this was yesterday morning, before the run up, before the dip. What did Bitcoin do? Bitcoin did the same thing. Did a run up, a big dip. Bitcoin has actually recovered a little more than Dogecoin. Bitcoin now up 4%. And Dogecoin up 1.5% in the last 24 hours. So Bitcoin has recovered a little better. That means some Doge has some catching up to do. However, we're going to talk about what happened here. And here's an article on what happened, why Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge dropped, and then popped back up. And so this is kind of interesting that there was this view that Arkham had, this blockchain analytics firm, had said that there was something that was going on with crypto wallets that were tied to defunct crypto exchange Mt. Gox and the U.S. government, and that there were some large transactions going on, and it looked like there were like Bitcoins were being moved from wallet to wallet. And this was signaling that there could be a big selling of this Bitcoin on the market. So maybe it was coincidental. However, it just seemed to be that just a view of that possibility caused this giant crash in crypto, down to 7% in an hour for cryptos. That is a pretty big drop. Interestingly, though, the rapid decline in the price of Bitcoin took place just before the alert was tweeted out, with some other experts suggesting that hundreds of millions of dollars in liquidations were what was responsible for that move in Bitcoin, with, of course, Ethereum and Doge following. So what happens here? Well, people buy Bitcoin with leverage and other coins as well, and they're betting with leverage that the price is going to continue to go up. So we see that We see that in this in a rise of trading that happens if the market conditions are such where some people are thinking, well, I think this is going to keep going up. I'm going to buy here. I'm going to do 5x, 10x, 20x leverage, that it's going to go up to another certain level here. And that happens with Bitcoin as well. The same kind of thing happens, that they're going to ride this green wave up. They're going to go with leverage. They're going to say, hey, Bitcoin's hitting 30,000. I bet it's going to go up to 31. Open up a long position with leverage, and then it just gets liquidated. If you don't have the stop losses, or if you do have stop losses down here, those losses are going to hit, and you're going to end up selling for a loss. This happens all the time in the markets, even more for crypto, because crypto is much more vulnerable than that. I believe this more than that Mt. Gox stuff, because it has already been printed that those Mt. Gox coins aren't going to be transferred yet, at least to the holders. Now, what the U.S. government has in terms of Bitcoin from Mt. Gox, I'm not completely sure. Some people are watching that, but that appears to be what happened. But crypto has come right back. I think it's more of these liquidations that happened. $300 million in liquidations of Bitcoin in just an hour. That's pretty crazy. So with Dogecoin suffering the sharp pullback, this deluge of selling, here's another article about it talking about this U-turn. Bitcoin hit 30,000 and then did this nosedive, and Dogecoin followed it right along. So they're looking at liquidity in both directions, though, that has been hunted, making trading conditions precarious. So if you're trying to short, or you're doing leverage trading for long positions, be careful. I do not trade with long. Every once in a while I do swing trading, but not any leverage trading, and I don't short or anything like that. Because that, especially with crypto, that's like gambling. Every once in a while you hear about someone who did make money doing that, but they don't tell you all the times that they lost as well. So there's that. So now about Dogecoin. Could Doge ever be a top 3 crypto? This is from Watcher Guru. And Watcher Guru is saying in a recent interview with Fox Business, Dogecoin Foundation board member Marshall Heiner said that Doge could eventually be among the top 3 cryptos. He's talking about this mimetic power, and that the market still led primarily by Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's right, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and there's stable coins up there. But after Bitcoin and Ethereum, what would be the ideal third top cryptocurrency? If Bitcoin is store of value, ETH is smart contracts, how about Dogecoin as currency? That's right, as currency. So what we see is the rising prevalence of meme coins has an undeniable facet of the digital asset industry. And so Marshall Heiner said, I think it's going to become one of the top 3 someday, because the thing is, there's this mimetic power and it can't be stopped. Additionally, he spoke on regulatory clarity and how that could benefit Dogecoin as well, because Dogecoin can't be classified as a security. As I've talked before, it's similar to Bitcoin. It didn't have any airdrops or pre-sales or anything like that. It passes the Howey test. There's no future expectations of gains. It's used as a currency. So it really isn't a security. And the SEC, Gary Gensler, has never said anything about Dogecoin at all. But he's only been saying the things that he thinks are securities. So that all looks good for Doge. Could Doge prevail? Well, there's this other thing that's out there, like the Elon Musk effect, right? That is behind Dogecoin as well, and that can catapult Doge up. Now, I did this little Photoshop thing here of the top cryptocurrencies, and I was like, well, what would it take for Dogecoin to be the number 3? So here we are. Again, this is Photoshop. This is not real. But Dogecoin, if it's $1,
it would have a market cap of $139 billion because there's 139 billion Dogecoin in circulating supply times $1, 139 billion. That puts it under Ethereum at 231 billion and Bitcoin at 573 billion. But of course, that's if Bitcoin and Ethereum stayed where they are today. We know that by the time Dogecoin gets to $1, that Ethereum, Bitcoin most likely are higher as well. But all things considered, just for the purpose of showing you what that would look like today, there it is. Dogecoin at $1 would be the number 3 cryptocurrency. That's pretty cool. One other thing I saw today was this article on CoinDesk. Former reporter Brady Dale was talking about FTX. He's written a book that's going to be coming out, and he was in this Q&A thing, and there was a question about Dogecoin that came up. That's right, about Dogecoin. And so what he says is, right here, last year, I used to say that the only 2 blockchains we really knew mattered were Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, though, I put Dogecoin on that list too. To me, Dogecoin is the chain that said a story, a character, a concept can have value. And if a community buys into that character and collaborates in a distributed way to make the idea bigger, the value of the concept will grow, and so its coin will grow. Dogecoin really brought that home. It's not just about Doge, it's about the whole notion of collaborating around a concept, and that's why my bet is Dogecoin will be the comeback kid of blockchains again and again for some time to come.
So that's my take on Dogecoin as a top 3 cryptocurrency. And what do you think? Do you think that could actually happen? You never know, right? Anything can happen, especially when Elon Musk says things like the most entertaining outcome is the most likely. Well, that would certainly be entertaining, wouldn't it? Doge is the top 3 crypto. Let me know your thoughts below. Also, what did you do during the flash crash? Did you buy the dip? Did you panic sell? Were you in a leverage position and you got liquidated? Let me know. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.